Ready? Timekeeper? Audience ready? Online audience? Can I have my music again, please? Time. Hi, judges, a very warm welcome to my coffee and cocktail bar. This is where me and my team have been experimenting with many things for the past couple of years. We strive to break boundary and create progress in all aspects of coffee. And I was very happy to be here sharing this experiment with you today. And on the first experiment, we're starting at the farm level. Andres, the owner of Manantales in Colombia, and my team have been experimenting with a new processing technique using a beautiful pink bourbon coffee and a technique called lactic inoculation. But before we go into that processing, judges, let me explain about the experimental brewing technique that I'll use today. For the Irish coffee, I'll be using 40 grams of coffee with 400 ml of hot water at 93 degrees Celsius. And for the cold designer drink today, I'll be using 20 grams of coffee with 93 degrees Celsius of water as well. And instead of dripping the coffee directly into the server, I will add in the Paragon ball down here in this cold drip filter. And by the percolation of this coffee through this faucet lock ball, this will help to captivate the aromatic of fruity and floral from this coffee and create more layer of flavor to this drink. And by stirring a couple of times, this will help to extracting the flavor of a cacao nib from this coffee. And the total brewing time of both Clever Dripper will be 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And now, judges, time to go back to the experiment process. We start by placing the pink bourbon cherry into the tank, which today will be represented by 3 grams of dry cascara from this coffee. And after that, we will add in the Saccharomyces and peach chia yeast inside the tank. Today will be represented by 1 gram of roselle tea and 1 gram of osmanthus flower. Then we will submerge the coffee together with the water. Here we'll be using 60 ml of an botanist and isolated dry gin with a botanical and juniper berry flavor. Then we will pressurize the tank with CO2 and seal the lid for 72 hours. Here we'll be using 15 grams of dry ice. And inside the tank, the microorganism from coffee will transform the yeast that we put inside, help this coffee to create a very beautiful flavor of a red grape and a cacao nibs. As well as this demonstration today, judges, it also helped this gin to create a new flavor of a red fruit and a red floral to it. And judges, the name of my first drink today is the experimental Irish coffee. Not only myself, but also Kavalang share the same goal of experiment to create progress. They have a special series of whiskey produced by using different aging techniques in order to elevate the customer experience and the taste experience. And now, time to strain the coffee. So my first ingredient today, judges, 30 ml of this Kavalang Taiwan whiskey, aged in triple cherry casks. This will give a flavor of a cherry and a vanilla to this drink. And my next ingredient, judges, 20 ml of this dark muscovado sugar syrup. This will give a flavor of a plum and a honey-like sweetness to this drink. And my next ingredient, judges, an amazing Colombian coffee. And I'll be using 140 ml of it. This will help to give a purple grape flavor to this drink. And also, it will help to add a structure to this drink. Last but not least, a fresh cream, which I will shake to incorporate the air into it. And it have the serving temperature, the temperature of 5 degrees Celsius, which is very well complement with the drink, bringing the serving temperature down to 55 degrees Celsius. which is the best serving temperature for you to enjoy in the cold environment like this event. And it also helps to keep a very smooth and creamy mouthfeel. And in the flavor of this drink, judges, please write down. You will get a butterscotch and a vanilla cream up front, followed by a honey-like sweetness with a red grape from coffee and a red cherry from the whiskey, with a round and smooth mouthfeel. And judges, I can't wait for you to try this amazing Irish coffee. Here you are, judges. Please enjoy. Judges, please enjoy, and I'll be right back. Judges, are you ready for my next drink? The experimental Negroni. Negroni is one of the all-time favorite classic, but today we will twist a bit with some of the coffee to make it even more interesting. So my first ingredient today, judges, 30 ml of this Campari infused coffee, which I made by using 1:10 ratio part of the pink bourbon coffee and Campari. And I immerse it for 24 hours. By doing this, it will help to tone down the bitterness of the Campari. And also, it helps to enhance the orange flavor of it. And my next ingredient, judges, 25 ml of this Diplomatico rum. This will give a flavor of a honey and herbal to this drink. And not to forget, the amazing rapid infused gin, which I made early on. This will help to give a red fruit flavor and a botanical of a herbal and coriander to this drink. And I'll be using 40 ml of it. Last but not least, judges, 120 ml of the coffee, which I chill down by this hyper chiller. It will help to open up the flavor of this drink and also to avoid further dilution from stirring with the ice. And I will do a quick stir. This will help to create a harmonious balance and also smoothen the texture and tone down the bitterness. This drink also helps to refresh yourself, like when you work all day long. And finally, you get one cold drink that will help to recover from the tiredness. And it has the serving temperature of 55 degrees Celsius. And this drink can be very easy to make in your cafe or your cocktail bar, because all of the ingredients can be just found in one supermarket. And I'm quite sure that you already have got the AeroPlace or the Clever Dripper at your cafe to replicate it. How does it sound, judges? Easy, right? And I will add some touch of an orange zest to make it more enjoyable for you. And judges, in the flavor, you will get a sweet orange, followed by a herbal of a coriander seed and a star anise with a honey-like sweetness. And you will get a round and smooth mouthfeel with a half the taste of a red floral and cacao nibs. And in front of you here, judges, I already prepared the cascara tea for you, which I made by using 1:100 ratio of the cascara and water. Before you drink, please open the mixer tube and pour it on top of the vessel here. It will help to enhance the aromatic and the experience of this drink. And judges, moreover from Evaluate, please don't forget to enjoy this experiment together with me and everyone here. So judges, thank you very much. 谢谢，再见。Time.
Congratulations, that was Tanpong representing Thailand. We'll be back for interview shortly.